Well, hi again. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about establishing ritual. And establishing ritual with a mindfulness practice, unfortunately, can kind of put us into these places of high expectation. If it doesn't look this way, it's not going to work. I have to do this. I have to have all this equipment. None of that matters. What is most important is the consistency and almost a sense of honoring when you create this ritual. Remember that we started this journey to nourish ourselves. You all are having an incredibly challenging year, and it's hard to find those little moments where you feel completely connected with your true sense of self. And establishing ritual is a way that you can honor that intention that you have set. So I wanted to offer just a few ideas. School starts early, you get up early, you have a whole life before you even get to school. And a lot of times it is incredibly challenging to find consistency to your schedule. However, if we're talking, 1 to 5 minutes, I think we can figure out a way to create that ritual in your morning. And I'm going to strongly suggest morning because that's usually before the speed of the day picks up. So what I like to offer as an idea is set your alarm maybe 10 minutes early. You can still hit snooze, but when you get up, so you get up out of bed, you go take care of nature's business, maybe get a drink of water, you still have on, whether it's your sweats, your bedclothes, your birthday suit, what have you, grab a blanket. But make that transition before you go to get hot tea and coffee, before you turn on bright lights. See if you could create a little place in your home that is always set up and invites you to come have this morning ritual. It can be next to your closet. It could be a little shelf over by the couch. It could be a coffee table, whatever it is. But a place where you can set up your space, whether it's a cushion on the floor, just your favorite chair, and allow yourself to just go and sit and be with you. And take one of these practices with you. It can simply be sitting in awareness of your breath. In the morning, I think awareness of sound is a powerful practice because it's so peaceful and quiet in the morning. In the spring, it may be the ritual of sitting and listening to the birds awaken. In the winter, it could be sitting and observing the beauty of snowfall. In some situations, it could just be the beauty of just sitting and rocking just for 1 minute. So wherever is important. You want that place to be consistent. I go to this place to have this experience on a daily basis. The second thing that'll make it successful is that you make it an obtainable amount of time. When I first started meditating, I would only do 1 minute. Even if I felt like I could go longer, I would just do 1 minute for a week. And then at the end of that week, I would say, okay, that's going pretty good. How about I'll go 2 minutes the next week? If 2 minutes was challenging that week, I'd go back to a minute, 1 minute a day. So that 1 minute can be mindfulness of sound. It could be mindfulness of breath, mindfulness of sight. We'll get to mindfulness of taste, but could you imagine having a mindful minute with your tea or coffee in the morning? It could be a mindful moment with your pet. But whatever it is, see if you can carve out the location and the timeline to offer a mindful practice every morning. And just challenge yourself in a loving way to do it for 7 days. And then check back in and see if it started to feel easier as you advanced into the practice. Another little tool that I really, really like, you can get it as an application on your phone. It's called Insight Timer. It's free. And you can set the timer for 1 minute, 2 minutes, half an hour, whatever your practice looks like. And you can dovetail it end, middle, and beginning with little chimes or singing bowls just as cues. That way you're not having to engage the thinking mind with a watch or look for a clock. It's just a very loving little reminder. It's also great because it does have free offerings on the application as well, but I usually use it 98% just as a timer, and it's always there on my phone. If you're not into apps, you can just use a timer on your phone anyway, but this one just has pretty sounds. So, establishing a ritual. Why do we do it? Because we want this to stick. Why do we want it to stick? Because we know it'll nourish us in the long run. Is it always going to be easy and convenient? No, but we'll get to the point where we start to hunger for that sweetness in the morning or the sweetness at the end of the day that reminds us to come back home into our body. So that's my helpful hints for today. And there's plenty more. So keep practicing and reach out if you need anything. Take good care.